Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Boss Bay Business Show. Thank you so much for watching, regardless of what platform you might be on. Feel free to connect with us. Comment in the comments what state you're watching from, if you're a small business owner, a small business shopper, or both. And let us know how you found us if you like. Many of you I probably already know how you found us, but for anyone that's new. So at this show, we like to interview small business owners, learn about them, learn about the services that they provide, the solutions they give, how they make people's lives easier, and where they started, what made them decide to join. We have our basic questions, but in the year of 2026, I might ask a few, unexpected ones just to learn more about them. But I want to start off by just shouting out all of the wonderful brands that I'm representing this evening. So I actually have my Kiss Gloss coming from Kisses by Monique. My earrings are coming from JC Fashion Finds Boutique, and they actually have a program where they'll be giving back to the community. We'll talk about that later. My necklace is coming from Bling with Shell. One of my bracelets is coming from Bling with Shell. My other bracelet is coming from Innovative Treasures. And my dress is coming from Bella Boutique. So this is actually the outfit that I wore to the Soft Girl Sunday event. And I want to say thank you so much to all of the business owners and professionals that styled me, because it was wonderful. It was a hit, and you will see more content. Now, with that being said, we did have something called the Soft Girl Box at the event, right? And inside of this box, people were able to drop a heart that had their name on it, as well as a message that they wanted to share with other women that might be going through something and need a little bit of inspiration. So I wanted to start this show off by just giving you a little love this year. Of course, we are going to work hard, hold ourselves accountable, grow, elevate. But it's also important to make sure you're telling yourself the right things and keeping a positive and strong mindset. Okay. This year, I've been getting a lot of feedback from different customers and business owners, and they're really trying to be around people that help them elevate and grow. They're in a space where they're trying to, be in a positive space at all times if they can help it. So I will be dedicating my time to creating positive and uplifting content, but also letting you know that a lot of the times your algorithm is based off of either who you follow or what you like. So start feeding yourself positivity, and make sure you get connected with these professionals in our network, because there's almost every industry. We got we got in people in food industries, Lady D's Treats, I think. We have Travel with MJ people in travel industries. We have people in finance. We have people in fashion, people in business. There are just so many people out here that can be helping you and supporting you. So please reach out to the members in our directory and get connected and supported. They even have free resources. So now that I shared that, I want to go ahead and give this positive message. Everybody feel free to share this live with somebody that needs a positive boost or wants to learn about small businesses. So this first message is coming from Mandy. She is actually someone that attended our event. Thank you, Mandy, for holding my phone at the event. I appreciate you. She said, "The queen you are today is the queen the princess dreamed of at 8 years old." Beautiful message. Hey, Adri. Thanks for joining. We have Adriana, our event manager, a very good friend of mine. We've been friends for a long time. And every time she gets on the live, I can't help but want to laugh, because I think about one of our first memories when we knew each other in school. I'll stop. We'll talk about that later. Hello, Teresita Santiago 05D. Welcome. Thank you for joining. And we have Travel with MJ. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Hello. Thanks for joining. Okay. The next person that I'm reading from is Stephanie. So Stephanie is actually the person that won. This is Stephanie based in Texas, who will also be providing us with a sponsorship and educating the community on ways to elevate their pockets and their lifestyle. She said, "God himself created you uniquely. Therefore, you are always beautiful, even when you don't always feel it." Thank you, Stephanie. I had a really great connection with you. You are so wonderful, beautiful person. And Stephanie is one of those people that she sees it. She sees the vision. She sees what you're trying to do. Hello. Thank you, guys. Thanks for joining. Welcome in. Tell me what part of the world you're watching from. Drop it in the comments. What state, what city, if you want to share the city, or just share your state or your place of where you're watching this from. All right. The next person is Laquia. Thank you for joining the event, Laquia. I appreciate you. This is one of our directory members' daughters. She said, "Continue even when things seem hard. Believe in yourself." Then we have Raven. Raven writes DFW. She is a member of our directory that came out to support us. Oh, by the way, Laquia came to support us all the way from Louisiana. So I appreciate you very much. I look forward to learning more about you soon. Raven said, you are both worthy and deserving. Let's see. Shalon, who also was a sponsor at this event and provided free massages, said, allow yourself to slow down. Choose yourself in 2026. You are worthy. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Yes, feel free. In the comments, guys, introduce yourself. Let us know, are you a small business owner? Are you a shopper, or both? What state you're based out of? What services do you provide? Let everybody know in the comments, and please drop your links, your websites, or your Facebook pages. Thank you for asking. Arson, I appreciate you. Emmanuel, thank you for joining and watching from Illinois. I appreciate you as well. All right. So now we have DJ1. Stay strong and powerful. You are valuable and worth it. Remind yourself you are beautiful every day. Thank you, DJ1. He was also a sponsor of our event and will be a member of our directory. Well, is a member of our directory. We got him in a little early. So you'll learn more about him. Then we have one from India. So India said, don't let anything hold you back from doing what you dreamed. Thank you, India. I appreciate you. Thank you. India is another member in our directory. If you don't know about her, she makes jewelry. She is strong, amazing, powerful, loves to take care of her customers, provides affordable jewelry, $6 bracelet sale sometimes. And she also speaks ASL because she is deaf. However, she does not allow that to just be her entire story. It's a part of her story. And she takes care of other people that need that assistance, who speak ASL. Maybe they can't find a business that will service them properly. She will take care of you. But whether you speak ASL or not, she will get you that jewelry and you'll be looking stylish. Next, we have Nicole. Says, live life, love long. You never know when your health or other things will come in. Nicole will probably expand on this topic at our upcoming event. I won't say too much on it, but I will say that her message is right on time. Thank you, Nicole. She is the person that I published my book through. NicoleSmith.com is her website if you need to publish a book or share your story. Let's see. Always remember you're exactly where you're meant to be in this moment, and what's meant for you will find you. That is Kalia. Or what's meant for you won't miss you. That's Kalia. And she's the owner of Bella Boutique. I'm wearing her dress right now. We have 2 more messages, and then we're going to go ahead and move into the business owners that I'm interviewing this evening. You are doing the best you can, and that is more than enough. And that is Deb. Thank you, Deb. I appreciate you. And then it's also has a smiley face that says, this is your year. Yes, everyone, please feel free to drop your website in the comments. Let us know what you provide. I'm more than happy to hear about it. We'll pin your comments to the top. We have someone joining us, Emmanuel, joining us from Illinois. Anyone else want to share what state you're joining us from in the comments? Feel free. And the last message is, it's an anonymous message, but I believe that it's from Kenitra. And it says, the most beautiful thing you can wear is confidence. So thank you very much. I appreciate everyone. I hope that these messages resonate with you. And as we go, like I said, introduce yourself in the comments. Tell us what state you're based out of. A state of confusion. Well, hopefully we can get you out of that tonight. You are at a place where we're going to be talking about small businesses, uplifting one another, and bringing positivity. So hopefully it's clear now. Thank you so much, Phil. And thank you. I appreciate that sincerely. I like that one too. That's from Kenitra. She's actually a boutique owner, a domestic awareness advocate based in Texas. And oh, you're in Dallas? Oh, yay. Okay, Dallas, D-Town. Thank you for joining DFW. So I'm actually in the same area as well. So Kenitra is also in that area, and she's a boutique owner and a vendor. So I'd love to see you at one of our events if you'd like to join. You're more than welcome. Visit our website and come and connect with us. All right. So now that I have shared these messages, I'm going to go ahead and move into interviewing. Then I have one business message for anyone that is watching that may need a little bit of inspiration. And I have one self-care message, and then we're going to end out our night. So I'll go ahead and start off with our first interviewee. She is new to our directory. However, she is not new to wanting to service her community. It's the first time being on the show. So everybody show her some support, give her some love. Based out of Texas. So I'm going to go ahead and bring her on now. Hello. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I got to give you your props, like I said, because this is Sharika's first time joining us, and she didn't have the questions for the show. She didn't have anything. I was just like, hey, guys, want to promote your business, want to share your solutions, jump on. And she was here and ready to go. So shout out to you. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me. Excuse me, I'm just coming from work. So no
you.
time to get dolled up. Like, you are looking so beautiful.
Thank you. You look great though. You look great. Your natural is beautiful. And I love your uniform too. I saw
Thank
that on
you.
Instagram. Yeah, it was a picture of you. I was like, that is so nice. I was just admiring it. So Sharika, can you please introduce yourself? And before we start talking about, your business, let's just talk about you as a person. Who are you? What should we know about you?
So, as you said, my name is Sharika Charles. I am a mom of three. I
Oh,
have
wow.
two children that are adults, 24, 21, and then I have a 12-year-old. I also have a MBA in business. So
Okay.
I'm not new to the business world. Yeah. And then I also have 22 years in the medical field in general. So I'm a friend. I'm a coworker. I'm a aunt. I'm a mom. Just here trying to do the right thing.
Wearing a lot of hats.
Wearing
We
definitely a
love
lot
to
of
see it.
hats.
We love to see it though. So I want to kind of prep the audience and get them to understand, where did the idea for, well, actually, before we talk about the inspiration, let's just share what your business is and what you provide. Then I want you to share why you started it.
Okay. So my business is a Christian-based foot care company, basically designed to meet the unique needs of aging adults, medically vulnerable individuals, and those who are looking for a higher standard of foot care.
Hmm.
My business delivers high quality, non invasive foot care in suite, as well as mobile services to people that aren't able to get out of their homes. I specialize in toenail trimmings, toenail fungal treatment, callus reduction, dry skincare based pedicures tailored specifically for those individuals with immunocompromised systems like diabetes, circulatory issues, arthritis, osteoporosis, etc.
Yeah.
Essentially, my business operates in the middle of healthcare as well as hygiene, as well as human dignity, offering the foot care that people deserve that's safe as well as compassionate.
Yeah, I love, you're talking about a lot of really important things, because a lot of times people don't realize how your health of your feet really does play a factor, especially if you're someone that might have a compromised immune
Right.
system to temporary or chronic illness. So what you're in is amazing, and I love the fact that
Thank
you talked
you.
about yeah, of course, your background and everything. So can you share with everyone what made you decide to? What's the inspiration behind this? And it looks like you have some great compliments. Travel with MJ. She said, "What? You have grown children?" So she does not believe that you're a mom. I think you got to show proof. You're gonna grab one of those babies and get him in the back screen because she doesn't believe it.
Well,
And
I think one of my children are online watching on YouTube. She
okay,
texted me and told me she was tuning in. So shout
oh,
out to Tiana. Thank you so much, mommy, for helping support your mom. She's very empowering to me.
oh, I love that. I love that. That's definitely what we need. We got to support our moms. So shout out to you, daughter, out there. And we have Kalia joining. Hey, Kalia, thanks for joining. We're just about to get into our newest directory member, Sharika. She's about to tell us what what the inspiration was behind starting your business. So why did you decide to do this specific business?
So specifically, I had to end up taking care of my dad, who
Hmm.
had Parkinson's disease and diabetes, circulatory issues, and one of the major problems he had was his feet. It kept him from being able to walk, and I
Mm,
wasn't able to find anyone to help me with that. So I decided to go to school and learn how to do it myself. In recent years, my mom is now experiencing the same issues, and I
mhm.
just said, hey, I needed to be able to help my parents. But on top of that, thinking that I was just helping my parents, God said, no, you need to help everybody in that population. And so going through school, I noticed that a lot of people that were aging or couldn't get out, no one wanted to help them. And I
Yeah.
said, that is what God wanted me to do, is to be able to help them.
Yeah, you are definitely doing some great work. I resonate with your story because my grandmother, she was a woman of many things, and I say that to say there's so many different memories that I have with her. But one of the things that used to always just sit with me was once she actually had a stroke, unfortunately, she also had diabetes.
Mhm.
And, the care that is required behind that, it's a lot. People don't
Yes,
think
it
about it
is.
if they don't see it. But, you have to make sure this person is taken care of. And it's really unfortunate that the world is like this. But it's like when things like this happen to you sometimes, you start to feel like you're a burden, or
Yeah,
you're doing too much, or people are sacrificing too much for you. So
right.
you don't like
Right.
to ask for help, and you don't like to ask them to do stuff for you. So even though you can't reach down there, or you're having an issue with your feet, you're not going to ask, hey, can you just do this?
Yep.
And my grandmother did ask because she knew that I was going to do it. I loved
Right.
her. And she also knew that she had that cane to pop me in the head to do what I was supposed to do. I had that, but that's a memory for another day. We might talk about it later on. I want to traumatize these guests. But it was just like I saw how she really did not like having to rely on other people to do certain things. So for you to have a space where it's a service, I think takes away that feeling of guilt. Like, oh, they're obligated to do this for me, and it's a different
Right.
experience as well. So
Absolutely. Absolutely.
they
It's
laughed in
just,
the
it's
comments.
unfortunate that as we age, it's kind of like we get forgotten about.
Yeah,
We still want our feet done, we still want our hands done, but as
yeah.
you get older, it's like people forget that they still want those services too.
Yeah, they forget that I was once, or that person was once in your shoes.
Right.
So
Right.
I love what you're doing, and we'll
Thank
talk
you.
about that story with Granny later. Maybe like later on through the show. Get everybody nice and comfortable first, and then we.
Absolutely.
But but back to your business. Please let us know what specific city, state you're based out of. I think you might already said, but let's just say it one more time for anybody that's joining on later.
Okay. So my suite space is in Hurst, Texas,
Okay.
but my mobile services, I go all across DFW,
Okay.
no further than 50 miles north, south, east, or west.
Woo! 50 miles is a lot. That's awesome.
I
Um,
know.
Yeah, especially in Texas. Do you know if you take a
Yeah.
wrong turn, you're going down to a whole nother state? So
I've learned that.
yeah,
I have learned that the hard way.
she's like,
But
that's my life.
ironically, I get people that request my services 3 and 4 hours away.
Uh-huh.
And I'm just like, oh my gosh.
Yeah,
How did you
let you
even
take that
find
wrong
me?
turn. I learned that early in my days of driving. Yeah, like I forgot what it was I was driving to, and I just looked away from that exit sign for 1 second, and then I was like, 55, 50, 56. Wait, did I pass it? And I went through a whole loop like at least 3 times just to get out of there. So yes, that is Texas. Welcome to Texas, guys. Anyone that's new, just know what to expect. And Kalia said that she's not far from you. Yay! And Kalia is
Nice.
the content queen. She loves to get content, loves to
Okay.
yes. Kalia, if you're free, you just let us know. But we are gonna be in February 17th at 11:30, but I'm telling everybody 11 a.m. She is doing her ribbon cutting for her suite. So we will be there to support an amazing, passionate Black-owned business, but they're providing service to anyone that needs that assistance. So we'll be there to support, get some coverage. So if you want to come out and get some selfies and stuff, feel free. You're welcome. I'll bring snacks.
Oh, we got the food. We got food.
Well, why didn't you just say so? So get there at 9 o'clock. They're gonna be like, Sharika, who's that in those sunglasses in that car? Do you know her? Just be just like this, waiting to see when is the door open. But that's awesome. I'm so excited. Yay! Okay, good. Yeah, come out. I'm gonna see if I can. I gotta figure out what I need to wear. Sandwiches, cakes, refreshments, everything.
All of
Don't tell
the
me that, 'cause
above. All
y'all
of
don't
the
know.
above.
But I'm a foodie. I was already going. And Talia, she don't play about those snacks either, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all about that though. We're gonna have to talk about that
I'm
after.
gonna make sure I put them away to the side for y'all.
Oh my God, yes. See? Supporting small businesses.
Definitely.
She's funding Boss Babe blog. So let's get a little bit further into and don't let me forget to tell that story about Kalia, because I need y'all to know how serious she is about her food. But don't let me forget that. But yeah, so now that we've talked about like where you're based out of, why your business, why you started your business, let's go a little bit further into your specific services. So let's talk about your top trending service or your highly recommended service to people that are in need of these kind of services.
So the top 3 services that I do from a mobile perspective are
Mm,
toenail trimmings and
okay.
grooming services, shaping, and more for the diabetic, arthritis, osteoporosis clients. But
Okay.
in suite is the dry pedicure as well as the callus reduction. Oh my gosh, Katan, when
Mm,
you see this callus reduction process, girl,
I'm gonna be there.
my, my daughter tells me all the time, she's like, that came off my feet?
Oh
What?
yeah, and I will believe it. As I told you, I'm gonna say this again. I have working woman feet. Um,
I got
so
you, girl. I got you. You're
we
going to
we
walk out with
listen. We
baby
don't
soft feet.
judge. Okay, good. Yes, because man, that was something for me. I got to tell you, growing up, I mean, I was always that person that walk outside barefoot. We're in Texas, y'all. I'm sorry. I hate to be the stereotype. Yes, I did it. I'm not even gonna try to fight it. But
Oh, God.
as I started to get older and I started going to work in retail, I worked some really extensive hours. So I'll be working like 120 hours a week. And y'all know there's not that many hours in a week. So, I'm working pretty much most of my day and night. And I
Right,
would be on my feet all the time and get home at the point where I was just exhausted, like I couldn't do anything but pass out of my bed.
right,
And in
right.
the process of that, in the beginning phases, depending on where I was working and the dress code and stuff, I was trying to make sure I'm selling the products. And so sometimes I was wearing shoes that may not have been the best of support in the beginning. I grew up, I was like, baby, pass me the flag. But in the beginning, I was like, I gotta wear my heels, I gotta look cute. And no.
Mhm.
So I still look cute, but I'm comfortable and I wear shoes that are supportive or I add support. And so during that time, I feel like I just lost track of like making sure I was on top of that. And then I started to have issues with like calluses, and the shoes that I was wearing
Yep.
is like I fix it and then they just right back again to my working woman feet. Going to the pedicure was even, I did used to take myself to go get pedicures, but like I was telling you before, sometimes I experienced services that just felt like you like, I don't know, you shined the toes and then you just told me, all right, we're done. I'm like, wait, my feet still are
Right.
working woman feet with nail polish on them.
No judgment. No, no
Yeah, no
judgment.
judgment.
I got
But
you,
I know
girl.
you know what
I
I'm
got
talking
you.
about. So I'm like still over here just as rough as ever, but I got some nail polish on. And that was really enough for me. Like, so I was like, I need to find a place where I know they're gonna like really exfoliate and take care of me good. So I'm so excited that I found you. Yeah.
I'm excited you found me too.
Yeah. And MJ said and the nerve to charge for extra for gel polish.
MJ, I don't charge extra for gel polish.
Oh my God. No, really. Like you will walk in there just like you came, and the only slight changes is the nail polish. I'm telling you. I get to the point where I was like, okay, I gotta try to do this myself, but I can't do everything. I
Right,
need to
right.
let specialists do it so it can be done right. So I'll be there. I'll be
I
there.
got you.
That's what I'll be singing outside of your door. Whatever. I'll be there. But okay, so now that we've gone into some of your services, let's continue talking about your in-house service. You talked about mobile. Are they pretty much the same, or do you have other ways, other things? Okay, what we
No,
got?
so on mobile, most of it's because with mobile are really those clients that are immune compromised and
Hmm.
like they cannot leave their home. So for them,
Mm,
it's not more so of the cosmetic, it's more the medical side.
okay.
And from the medical side, they're just concerned about making sure their toenails aren't gripping the sheets, that
Mm.
they can actually move or around their carpet.
Relatable. It's like, yeah, we got to get this cut. We got to get it trimmed.
Right,
So yeah,
right. So I've seen some very, very complex cases mobile.
I can imagine.
But on the in-suite side, I do everything that you would get done at the regular nail shop. It's just more hygienic. It's aseptic. I follow CDC because I have the medical background. So I follow the CDC standards of infection control to make sure there is no cross contamination that will give you any type of risk to any type of fungal, bacterial diseases, or anything like that. So that's the difference on the in-suite side.
That is a really good highlight, because I know for a fact that when some people have certain health issues, they do stop doing certain things because they know that it could affect their immune system.
Right.
So they probably did want to go to a nail salon, but they're like, I can't, because if I get infected or if it's not clean right. So the fact that you're following those CDC standards, it's another layer of care that they now have to worry about.
Exactly.
So that is awesome. I would like to take a pause. I want to get your address for your ribbon opening in the comments so that I can pin that if anybody wants to share, but I'm going to just drop that. Or you can type it in the private chat and then I'll pin it. Is that okay?
Okay. Yes, I can do that.
Okay, good. Let's see. Oh, thank you. I didn't even see. Thank you, Devron. I thank you for sharing. I really appreciate you. Shout out to Devron Lee. He is amazing. He's an author in our directory. Has a wonderful story, a very strong story of perseverance. And thank you, Kalia, so much. I'm seeing all your comments now, Kalia. I couldn't see them on the streamer. Like, I don't know what's going on, but in Facebook, I can't. So if y'all want me to see y'all's comments, move to YouTube, because then I can see everything. I'm just now seeing this. She said, hi, I'm in Texas, the dress. And yes, I'm wearing a dress from Kalia's boutique. As I mentioned, I gave you a shout out earlier, Kalia. You know, I love this dress. Okay, let me go back to flip my screen. I don't know if y'all can see me or not, but I'm back. Okay, good evening, Charlie Shops. Thank you for joining. We have quite a few members joining us this evening. Shout out to all of you, travelwithmj.net for travel needs. She's your travel advisor. We got Kalia, Bella Boutique Apparel. We got Charlie Shops if you need custom gift bags. And we also had a few new people joining us from Illinois, people joining us from a state of confusion. Hopefully we were able to clear that up. And a few others. And Adriana, shout out to you. Thank you. Okay, let me drop this address for everyone. Hurst, Texas. Even if you're not based in Texas, but you want to come and support this day, you are more than welcome to join. Members, let me know ahead of time if you're going to be joining so that I can prepare, maybe bring a little something, you know. Let's see. Copy. There we go. So this is the address, everyone. And that's where you can meet her for her ribbon cutting, her official ribbon cutting. What color is the ribbon going to be? Is it going to be green?
I hope so. So the city is the one that's actually doing the ribbon cutting.
Ah.
So I hope
so. That's awesome. That's good. Okay. Well, now that we've gotten that out of the way, let's go a little bit deeper into your services. So you did share that you pretty much provide everything that a regular nail salon might provide, except for you go based off of CDC standards when it comes to cleaning and avoiding cross-contamination for anyone that is that immune system might be compromised or could be compromised.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Is there anything else you want to add to those services?
So in addition to that, my initial services and every service thereafter, I'm also doing a foot assessment. I also provide home care guidance. So I got you. We're going to get that together. As well as I tailor it for each individual person versus it just being a standard service, because everybody's feet are different. Yeah. And even though the technique that I use may be the same, I might have to do a deeper dive in a particular area, or some people's toes are formed different. So I have to use different tools. So I do tailor it per that person. So you have individual personalized services tailored to you specifically.
Yeah, this is wonderful, because just being able to get that medical treatment and experience and having the option to go and pay for it like you would a salon is a wonderful thing. Yeah. I do have a question. I did have someone give me an inquiry earlier when I was talking about your brand. Do you take insurance, or is it a little bit different when it comes to that?
So it is different.
Okay.
Insurance only approves physicians. And even
Okay.
though I'm a licensed practitioner,
Hmm.
because the insurance considers my services preventive and routine, insurance only covers when the person has a medical condition. So, no, I do not accept insurance. I do take HSA and FSA. So,
Okay.
I am able to do that.
Okay. Okay. Good to know. Let me write that down in my little notes. I know we'll go over it again, but just in case I run into somebody before then. But you said you do take.
HSA, which is a health spending account.
Okay.
And FSA is a flexible spending account. So typically, corporations, jobs, etc., they offer one of those two for people to be able to pay for medical expenses that are not covered by the regular insurance.
Okay. Wow, that is wonderful to know, because there might be someone out here whose job does provide that and they don't.
Right. And
Okay.
I used to have it too when I was in the medical field. So I had it in you can buy all type of stuff with it as long as it's medical related.
Okay.
Equipment, etc., services, and my services are one of them.
Yeah.
Wellness services, gym memberships, just depending on the plan that the employer has put in place for their employees.
That is wonderful. So for business owners that are getting to that place where they're hiring employees, this is another layer of care that you can add to their
Absolutely.
experience. Yeah, I can't wait to get to that level so I can start sending my employees to go get their feet done. Excited about that. Let's keep working. Those are goals. Yeah, that is awesome. So, okay, now that we've gone through all of those, I just want to ask you, what is the biggest lesson or the hardest lesson that you took from 2025 or in your life in general that has helped you be who you are today?
That's a doozy. To be honest with you, I am a survivor of domestic violence. So I had to learn, one, to depend on God and surrender everything to God, and to give me the strength, because raising children on your own by yourself, no help, if you can do that, you're going to be able to get through everything. Because I tell especially my oldest daughter, we talk quite a bit about this in particular. And I tell her I wouldn't have made it without God, because I don't know how I got through that situation, but I was able to. And every challenge that comes my way, I just think back to that and I pray and ask God to lead me through. Just don't leave me in the storm, please. But definitely lead me through. And he's made that happen. He's made it happen. Yeah.
Yeah, that's thank you for sharing that with us. I can resonate with that as far as like your experience from watching from a daughter's perspective, because my mother, she actually had an issue with a domestic abuse situation with her partner, my biological father, and he's no longer here. He passed, but all my life, she actually raised me by herself. So he wasn't really there, and it's not to necessarily to be negative towards a person, because that's never really my intention. It's just a part of her story. And she ended up having to leave and do everything on her own as a woman. And, who knows whether or not reconciliation could have been something of the future, but due to the fact that he's no longer here, that's not really an option. But it does affect you as a woman going through that, and then also having to carry on for your kids and not let them see every single rainy day that you're having inside. Because it's like, you're going through these emotions, but your children, you're trying to be the best that you can, the strong person for them. So I definitely got to give you your flowers for that, because it's no easy task. I'm very active in my siblings' life, my brother and my sister, but that I grew up with. However, I have seen how much work parents have to put in, being that me and my mother, we always worked together as a team. So there were times when I would make sure that things were taken care of in the house with my siblings. And I remember one time, baby, she was gone for a good 2 months for work, because we was working together. I was supposed to be the stay at home, whatever you want to call it, stay at home sis mom. And I said, come get your children. And she was like, I think that before we get back, we might take a little detour to Mexico. I said, no, Nicole, you're coming back to Mexico. Come get these kids. And she's talking about, can you watch your kids? Can you just watch your kids? I said, my kids? My kids? What?
And look, my daughter was complaining about 2 weeks.
Listen, this 2 months, I was like, Lord, and it wasn't even the kids, because I love my brother and sister. I do anything.
Right.
But it was the stress that comes with them. Like, trying to make sure stuff is good for school. These, my mom had to get me from sicking the teachers. I was like, hey, I said, what's going on with my brother? His grades ain't looking right. He needs help. My mom was like, relax. You don't have to send any emails. You can't be doing that. You're their sibling. You're not their parent. They're going to think something's wrong with you. So after that, I mean, I had already seen where my mom had worked hard.
Right.
I feel you. Listen.
That's my daughter.
She said 2 weeks I was ready. She said more than ready. Listen.
The time she was gone before I even got back to the house.
Listen, I can't sit here and back you up on this, Sharika. I'm sorry, I'm biased. My mom was over here trying to take a trip to Mexico. So you were probably in your mind thinking, I know I said 2 weeks, but give her an extra week. She'll be fine. I said, no, come back. And, but all jokes aside, we had it handled and taken care of. We had a whole storm that happened where electricity was gone, and I had family who was like, I know you're there with your brother and sister. We were gonna call and see if y'all want to come here. I was like, oh baby, we already got insulation, heat up, baby, we good over here. We trained for this. So that's all due to a very strong mother who had to practice putting things in place, because she came from the life where there was nothing put in place for her, and there was nobody to support. So she knew if I don't follow through and come through, it's just not going to happen.
Right.
So yeah, hello, thanks for joining, Lacole. We're just over here talking about moms. Join on in. Lacole actually came to our event, and her daughter was the one that left that message, Laquia. She's from Louisiana. She'll be there in March for our event.
Okay.
So far as of now, we're going to have Sharika joining us at Soft Girl Sunday, and she's going to be doing free foot massages. So all you need to do is come in, follow her. I think it's March, right? March 8th.
Yep.
I think yeah, that's
talked about March.
Okay, good. I was like, let me know. But she's going to be joining. We have motivational speaker Lacole joining us from AL Publishing and Consulting, but we're also giving away some free foot massages. You just got to join her, follow her, leave a review after you experience this goodness that she's going to be blessing us with, and it's going to be a wonderful time. So I'm really excited.
Me too.
Thank you. Yes, thank you so much for being a sponsor for this event. We really appreciate having a space where women can come and just breathe, because we need that.
We do.
And we don't get it a lot. And moms don't get it a lot.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, moms, everybody ready to drop those babies off at the moment. Bounce. They don't care. Have you eaten? Have you slept? Even before the baby comes out, you'll be pregnant and they're asking how's the baby. I noticed that early. I was like, why do they keep asking her how's the baby? The baby not here. You want to see, does she need somewhere to sit? How her feet feel? She's carrying a whole bowling ball in her belly. And we're worried about the baby. The baby's fine.
That is so true.
So as you know, I have some experience when it comes to the things that moms go through just from watching my own mother. But now that we've shared that experience, and you told us what helped you to get through it, your faith. For a lot of people, they have that. And so that's a wonderful thing. What would you say, what is one inspirational message that you want to leave with people so that they can carry that into the year of 2026?
I would just say, and I guess it's more so not a message, but a scripture verse, which is basically you do everything with the heart as though you're working for Jesus himself. And that's how I look at every person that I touch, as though I'm doing it for God. If this was God sitting here, how would I treat him?
That's wonderful. That's amazing that you said that, because I just made a post today about, I said, integrity is not based off of, sometimes we beat up ourselves when we experience people who are not of quality or don't treat us right. Mm-hmm. And we say, well, maybe I was just attracting that. And in some cases, you might be doing certain things to attract them. But in many cases, when you are a light and you are a good person, you are going to attract good people and bad people. Yeah. And it's not always you needing to overanalyze, what low quality, you know, you might have attracted. Because if you feel good, you look good, you smell good, people are going to come to you, whether they are good intentions or not.
That
So
is true.
what I was saying was, don't base your integrity or your quality off of people that are attracted to you. Base your integrity and your quality off of what you do when no one is looking. And so
Absolutely.
it reminds me of your scripture about treating each person as if they were that person that holds that level of value, because they do. And because, you know, you never know how you're impacting someone's life. So
Exactly.
I really do appreciate that. And Kalia said, beautifully said. And Nicole said, amen. Look, we having church again.
Yay.
Church on a Thursday, y'all. Go ahead and bring it in. I really do love the fact that we have so many different people in our directory that practice different religions, beliefs, because I'm proud to say that I feel like I could find someone for anyone. Like if someone comes to me and says, I'm looking for someone who is practicing Christianity or believes in God or is faith driven, I can go and I can refer them to someone who can give them that inspiration. So I really want to just shout out everybody in our directory for every walk of life that you come from, and the light that you bring that is uniquely yours, because you got to keep doing what you're doing. We're doing something wonderful for our community. We're providing culture, history. We're preserving history by being a small business owner. So please, everyone, keep up the great work. And thank you so much, Sharika. Is there anything else you want to add about your business or your events, or any other professionals that you're wanting to network with right now?
Just more facilities, more doctors, podiatrists specifically.
Yeah.
And anyone else who wants to collaborate.
Okay, got it. And I already have one on the way. Michael, he is the foot specialist that I was telling you about before. So he will be joining us on February 8th at our virtual brunch, where I'm going to have anyone in the industry of like foot care, foot specialists, boutiques come and join and just speak about this.
That's the day I'm going to do my CMP exam in San Antonio.
Don't worry. We can do another one because Michael was really excited about this one. So we'll do one and then we can probably come back and circle. I just want to give the ladies more resources on better ways to take care of themselves.
Yes.
So they can feel confident, because, you know, this world can be so harsh and judgmental sometimes. Yes. And sometimes it comes from ladies and sometimes it doesn't. But listen, I had somebody call my feet tree roots. Yeah, let's really talk about it. And if they're watching this live, feel all the guilt in your soul. But I just want you to know I healed from that. So I'm not angry anymore. But at the moment, I was like, what is wrong with you? What is really wrong with you? That's what I asked them. What is wrong with you? So, you know, it's just like so many different areas of life, us as women, we are judged for. And in such quick and negative ways, people don't have any grace, you know? Right. And I know that there are men who experience this too, but I have experienced a lot of women who have been in situations where they were not given any grace and support and loving and softness like they deserve to be. And so brands like yours, like Bougie Sets Boutique, like Kalia's brand, Bella Boutique, it kind of like gives a reminder to be soft to yourself for women too. Like take care of yourself, treat yourself. And it brings out a different side of you that you always had, but it's like maybe you forgot to take advantage of that side or to celebrate it, should I say. You know, for me,
yes.
That's just how I feel. Like, I feel like
so true.
It unlocks it. You know what I mean?
It does. It does. I think in this day and age, women have to be so hard and we got to run the households. We're single moms, you know, we have to be strong. Yeah. And you doing things like Soft Girl Sunday, which I think is awesome. That's freaking amazing. That gives women an opportunity, even if it's for one day a month, to be feminine. Yeah. And not have to have all the weight and the burden on them.
Yeah. And have to wear that mask. Because how many rooms have you walked in as a woman and felt like, is it safe for me to just be myself and be cool, or do I have to be stern and I have to
exactly
I have to cut it off here, because if I'm too friendly, then you think that means you can take advantage of me. And if I'm too hard, then that means that I'm too masculine. It's just balance of trying to carry. So I really appreciate your words, and that's exactly what Soft Girl Sunday was dedicated to, because I just kept seeing that in so many rooms, in business, in personal life, in relationships, sometimes even in friendships, and we don't realize we're doing it. For women who are strong women that usually have to do everything themselves and are used to being the backbone, you kind of don't always have that mental capacity.
That's
You
true.
know, I don't have the.
Oh, I know firsthand.
Yeah, I know you know, I know you know, and you know, I know you know, if you got that. But I understand because I've seen it. Like my mom
Yeah.
being that woman who just has to make things happen.
Yeah.
So on the days when you actually see them being soft or like feminine or just vulnerable, it's like, wow,
What?
why is it not, why can't we be in a world where this can be normal and okay?
Yes.
First
Yes.
time I ever saw my mother like sad or in a state where I was not expecting it, I almost didn't know what to do. I started crying myself because I just never seen her. I'd never seen that. So I was like, what is this? Is this a tear? Like, what do I do? Call the ER, call the ambulance, because Superwoman is crying. So, that's
Now I'm laughing so hard because now I see what my daughter was feeling, but she couldn't say.
yeah, it's hard. It's really hard, and it's like one of those things where we're not here to fault or judge someone, because in the moment you do what you can with what you have. And
Right.
if what I have is my strength and my ability to push through, even though things aren't going my way, I got to lean into that to make sure that everybody's taken care of, because I quite literally don't have time
Right.
to bring anything else.
Mm-hmm.
And I've seen myself adapt that mindset as well, just from, watching my mother, but also some of the hardships that I've experienced, that we've experienced. And I have to sometimes remind myself, hey, it's okay to just breathe for a moment, and you don't have to lean into that every time. Now, sometimes I'm leaning all the way in because I ain't playing. You're not playing with me. I'm not doing it. But in many cases, I'm like, there's an opportunity here for me to not be so but when you're in survival mode, is what you got to be.
Exactly.
You're not
exactly. Exactly.
I understand completely. But I feel like we just had a whole podcast in an interview, and I look forward to you joining us on our podcast interviews to talk more. But for this evening, I do want to say thank you for joining. Thank you for sharing your
Thank you for
business.
having me.
Of course. Thanks for becoming a member of the directory. So welcome. Everyone, please, some claps, some love and hearts in the comments for Sharika, our newest directory member. Loving how now we're getting to the point where it's literally something for everyone here. Like any area of your life, self-care, medical resources, services, assistance is here. So take advantage, guys. And if we did not share this enough, even though her spa does practice CDC standards when it comes to sanitary practices, and she does provide medical grade quality, she is assisting people who just would like a wonderful pedicure and would like to be taken care of on an elevated experience. So go get your nails done. I mean, not your, well, do you do nails? You don't do nails, you do pedicure. Just feet. Hey, you're doing enough. You're doing enough. You're doing good work. So we're not going to keep piling alone. Listen, if you can handle these working woman feet, I'll never complain again about doing my nails. I promise you. So, go get your feet done and try out a different spa this time. And there's something she's Listen, I'm not going to ask for too much. These people come in there asking for too much. I'm going to come in there and sit down. So I can get my feet done properly. We focus on one thing at a time.
Agreed.
But there is one thing I want to end with, and then we'll move on to our next interviewee. And that is the importance of going to spaces where people work hard for your dollar and appreciate you as a customer. Yes. I have to share that because for me, my experience going sometimes to get my nails or like my hair or certain things done, not always, but in some instances, I did not feel appreciated. I did not feel like they really value me as a customer. Now, I can't speak for and say why that was. I'm not going to say it was because I looked a certain way or this. I say that's exactly what it was because I don't know for 100%. I'm not in their head. But what I do know is after you leave in a building and you feel like you have basic experience and there's nothing that's unique about this experience, value yourself more as a consumer to step out of the box and go try somewhere else where you will be treated the way you deserve to be treated. Yes. So try something new. If you have been having negative experiences with the pedicures, because I've been listening to the ladies, and What they've been telling me is that they've been feeling like these prices been going up, but these services ain't been going up with them. Not everybody. That's not everybody. That's just a little birdie told me that they gone to a couple nail salons. And prices was up there, but they still had those feet. Those feet was still working woman feet. So, and that's my story too. So we're gonna try something different. But with that being said, thank you, Sharika, for joining. Have a wonderful evening, and we look forward to seeing you again.
Thank you for having me. Have a great evening.
Of course, you too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, everyone. So that is Sharika joining us, our newest member of the directory. You've heard all about her. You'll be reading all about her soon because we'll have a blog published for her. And now we're going to go ahead and bring on another amazing member of our directory. I'm really excited because this member is actually one of the first businesses to have 4 businesses listed in our directory. I'm used to having clients that have more than one business, 2, maybe 3, but 4 is something new. So thank you for your support with all of my brands, because I have more than one and she supported more than one, and I'm going to be doing the same as well. Amen. But I do want to say thank you, because this also has given me a unique experience of deciding on how I'm going to strategize with a brand owner that has more than one business in more than one industry, by the way. So this has been a wonderful project that I've been set out to do, and I'm excited. So let's go ahead and bring her on, everyone. Hello, hello.
Hey.
Welcome.
Thank you.
She did do the big chop, if y'all didn't already know. So congratulations on the big chop, MJ. We see you with the natural.
You know, at this point, it's not even a big chop. It's just MJ cut her hair off again.
Mm-hmm. You're so right. Because it's what, the 3rd time?
Yeah.
You're right.
At least since you've known me. Probably more than that since 2017.
And I believe you. I do believe you. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you. Thanks for sharing. If you're commenting, I cannot see it, but you can join us on YouTube, and I'll be able to see your comments just a little bit. Yes. Hey. Okay. So MJ, let's talk. For people who don't already know you, because we've had quite a few new viewers popping on the live tonight. Tell us a little bit more about MJ. Who are you before we start into the businesses?
Okay, so MJ is a college English professor. MJ is an aunt. MJ is a sister. MJ is not a mom. She does not have any biological children, but America's children is enough.
Okay, she has more than enough children.
Yeah, MJ is that straightforward friend that you may want in your corner, because I do understand straightforward is not for everybody. MJ is that person that is not going to sugarcoat it. If it smells like cow manure, it's cow manure. Okay.
Sorry.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
I wasn't prepared. Oh,
not
Lord.
the words I wanted to use. I got to remember. Got to keep it cute. We're on social media.
Yeah, I know, right? Because they'll be ready to cut us. But I think that word is. But let's just be on the safe side, Lord. We don't know these days.
Yeah, we especially not with me. I am, and another fun fact.
He said it's a Capricorn thing.
It very much is. It very much is. You don't know what's coming up. MJ is very much.
Sharika said, "Love who MJ is."
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I am that person who enjoys, laughing and getting downtime and enjoying my life, and it's not. There's not a lot more that I would say. But if you continue to follow me, first of all, if you like what you see and I haven't completely offended you or made you want to scroll, you're safe. Because again, straightforward is not for everybody. There's levels to the straightforwardness that people say that they want straightforward until they get straightforward, and then they don't know how to handle said straightforward. I am that said straightforward that people cannot handle sometimes, and I'm proud of it. But I'm
integrity.
I'm just one of those people that does not beat around the bush, just don't believe in it. But I'm very much one of the givers. I'm very much a giver. So um if you are in the vicinity and you happen to need something and I can afford to do it, I'm going to.
Yeah.
Um, but don't take it for granted because then
Okay,
people
she
get
said, but don't play with it.
blocked.
Period. Block party.
Hmm.
You know, I gotta give you
Blocking
your
fingers.
flowers. I gotta give you your flowers, MJ, because when you have people who are transparent, um, they are people who are honest with you, regardless of what the quote unquote consequences could be. And that's a level of integrity and courage. So, really appreciate those people in your circle. Sometimes people don't really appreciate that while it's there and they look at it as an attack. But the reality is that this is a person coming to you, telling you the truth, knowing it may not be something that you want to hear. You may be disappointed and you might potentially say, I don't want to talk to you anymore. And they still come to you and give you the truth. And that is a selfless person in a sense. That's a selfless kind of love, because a selfish love is someone who would present something to you that you want to hear and show you, pretend to be something that that they're not necessarily are,
Yeah,
and only because they want you to give them benefits or because they want to be your quote unquote friend. That's a little bit more on the selfish side. Not in every instance, but in some scenarios you have
right,
people like that. So you have to be
right.
careful not to miss a person who is real and honest with you and is direct with you, because those are usually the people that have your back the most and
Mhm.
are in your corner regardless, because they see everything. So,
Right, right. Like there are some people that want the yes man crew.
mm-hmm,
The yes man crew is those who say yes to everything, even if it looks like cow manure.
mm-hmm.
Um,
You're not lying. Baby, can't be me.
will never be me. Never be me. They sitting there
Girl,
telling you,
the
yeah,
same
girl,
way.
they tell you, yeah, girl, that outfit look cute. And I'm telling you, no, girl, change out of that.
Yeah, go and find something else,
Go,
and
go
you
find
know
you your
what?
shoes that actually fit.
We
Sorry.
got to give people credit too, though, or not credit, but understanding. It is hard sometimes differentiating when a person is genuinely being honest with you or when a person is projecting, because there are people out here who will pretend to be something, but in reality they're not really trying to support you. They might say, girl, that don't look good, but they know it looks good, but they don't want you to put it on because
That's
you look
true.
too cute. So
That's
some
very true.
people, some people have a hard time, practicing discernment and knowing which one is which.
That's true.
But I would say one of the biggest things that you can look for is that when you bring something to someone's attention, they are usually going to consider it and think on it a little while. And they either are going to understand, okay, no, this is not what I meant by that. When you bring things to people's attention where they are intentionally trying to hurt you or project onto you, sometimes they attack even further. So
Yeah.
a person
Yeah.
who's honest with you don't feel the need to attack you further. They just tell you, this is just how I feel. But there's nothing that comes after that. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Right.
So
You
that might be
know,
how you can practice.
one thing that I will say to folks is I'm gonna give you my opinion, but I'm gonna tell you like I tell my students, you don't have to take it.
Exactly.
I've just seen and been around and probably done some of the things that you're getting ready to do. Um, so let's not be a dumb Dora and let's learn.
Y'all got to go back to the podcast so you can learn about Dora. Um,
Yeah. Yeah.
don't worry, they'll get it because we're going to talk about it again. We're probably going to do a part 3.
Oh, yeah, we
Yes,
need
I
that
know.
part.
It's going to be good.
We need
So
that
MJ, we do. Oh,
part.
speaking of, I need to know. I need to make sure. Let me know, Khalid, if you're in the chat, because I'm gonna tell that story about you, and Adriana, because I'm gonna tell that story about you too.
Oh
And if anybody
Lord.
want to hear that story about my grandma, you'll love it. You're gonna laugh. Just tell me in the comments. But let's move on to the next question. MJ, can you please introduce your brand and tell us what services you provide? And you can share all of them if you want to, since it's the second show of the year.
Um. Oof. All right. So as stated earlier, I do have 4 different brands for different industries listed in the directory.
Mhm.
I'm going to start from youngest to oldest.
Okay.
Um, the youngest business will be the Queen's Digital Studio. The
Mhm.
Queen's Digital Studio is focusing on like content done for you already, so that all you have to do is post and engage, and you don't have to think about what you have to post because you don't want to think about what color I want to do, what question I want to ask, do I want to do this, do I want to do that. The Queen's Digital Studio is working on being that brand. Um, there will be some personalization coming in the near future, but this business is very much a baby, almost like 60 days old. So we're still learning a lot of techniques to service our customers. But that's the Queen's Digital Studio.
Mhm.
And then we're going to go to the Complete Scale Change with MJ. That's a wellness brand that serves detox teas,
That
um,
tea, baby, that tea.
liquid multivitamins, and different other wellness products that you may need on your um, transformation. Okay. Then we have MJ's Teas and Custom Designs, aka where Dumdora comes from, because that is the apparel brand. That is the um, public marketing brand. That is the brand that wants you to wear your logo and be proud of your logo and wear your logo as proud as you wear Louis Vuitton and Coach and Michael Kors. But it's also the brand that wants you to wear your self-expression t-shirts. If you want a t-shirt that maybe you won't say verbally, but you'll put it on a t-shirt. That's MJ's Tees and Custom Designs. That is the second to the oldest brand under the umbrella. And then we have the flagship, which is Travel with MJ. Travel with MJ is a 5-year-old independent travel agency. We do full service, so we can book flights, hotels, theme parks, cruises, all inclusives, whatever you're looking for. Although we specialize in cruising.
Okay.
Okay. We can do it all, but you will hear a lot of content coming from Travel with MJ talking about cruising. So just because you hear me talking about cruising does not necessarily mean that I only book cruises, but that is what I enjoy spending my time doing my education and learning on. So that is Travel with MJ. That is the oldest baby in the umbrella. Whew. That business has taught me a lot.
Okay. Give me
A
an
lot.
example. What is one thing that's taught you?
It's taught me to make sure that I ask the right questions. It has taught me to because when you're dealing with people's money, and it's also taught me that I have to build trust with the people that I do want to eventually spend money with me. I
Yeah.
can't just say, "Hey, I want you to spend $2,000 on me or my business," and you don't know me.
I'm so glad you brought that up. You and Sharika both. It's like y'all are. I literally just made a post about it. We're gonna get to it. Continue. Proceed. Because I'm gonna come back to that.
Also, Travel with MJ, that brand has taught me to make sure that I am charging adequately what I'm worth.
Yeah. As you should. She said that
Because
adequately with a capital A.
adequately. Okay. There and as a first of all, let me go back a little bit. Travel with MJ is the business that made me a business owner. Yes, I've had other business ventures. No, I was not always as dedicated to those as I probably should have been. So I did not reap the benefits of the income that that business could have made me. However, Travel with MJ, that's where I really had to learn, you know, my sales, how I'm marketing, where I'm marketing, and I'm still learning. So even though Travel with MJ is a 5-year-old business, I'm still learning. I'm still learning so that the brand can continue to flourish and grow. So don't think that once you hit a certain level, like you hit an anniversary, it's time for you to stop learning
Yeah.
because it's never going to be the case.
Ever.
Like if you're not learning, you're dead. So in a way, you're not learning anymore.
You're unalive. Unalive. Ah, I hope they don't take this live down. She's talking about you're red.
I'm sorry, you are
Sorry,
unalive.
you do Facebook. Please don't. You're but you know what? What's crazy is the stuff that I've seen on these. I've seen people's backsides. If y'all can keep those backsides up, please. Just keep it live before I'm not trying to be that person that compares. You know, when the child get in trouble and they be like, "But she did it too." I'm trying to do that.
Listen, we make up words for stuff to make it less of a blow.
You're not thriving. There we go. There we go.
Why are we
But you
so
are correct.
But yeah.
Look, you're right though. And there's something you said earlier. I got to talk about this, MJ. It was how because you weren't as focused on that at that time, you did not reap the benefits that you could have, which takes a lot of self-awareness for us to be able to look back and think that or see that. But also what you said about I can't just talk to someone and expect them to spend $2,000 or $3,000 with me immediately. That was what my message was about in one of my videos, where sometimes business owners will have this instant gratification syndrome where it's like, because you talk to them for a little while, okay, now spend the money. And there's nothing wrong with continuously reminding people, but to expect that it's going to occur instantly is like almost setting yourself up mentally and financially for failure, because it takes time and we have to be able to invest that time. So you meet them one time, they think about it. You meet them again, they remember you. You meet them again, you start to build a rapport, you show them a product. Like it takes time. So we can't look at somebody and be like, oh, well, I smiled today, you smiled, so put your checkbook out. Let's go ahead and buy this product. That's not always how it's going to work. Now, do some people do it because they've been watching you? Yes. But that goes back to my original point. They've been watching you, so they know who you are. A lot of my clients had been watching me well before I knew who they were. So I didn't know that at the time, but I found out later on, oh, I was watching your posts. Oh, I was doing this. So yes, like that investment part really resonates with me. Like we gotta keep telling ourselves that it's going to come, but you got to keep working towards it. We can't expect it instantly to drop in the lap.
Right. This is not instant oatmeal. This is not instant grits. This is not something that you can pop in the microwave for a minute to 3 minutes, excuse me, from 1 to 3 minutes, and it's going to be ready and available to you.
Yeah.
No.
That instant oatmeal be hitting though. I ain't gonna lie, little girl.
This is a slow cooker. You got to cook it.
True.
And then serve it.
Yeah.
And then let the people, make up their mind on whether they enjoy it. It's a slow cooker process, not a microwave process. So if you're getting into business, and it doesn't matter which industry you're in, you are getting into business looking for microwave results. Don't.
Yeah. Very true. Very true. You speaking facts, girl. Okay, so let's move on to learn a little bit more about your services. You talked about the different brands that you have. Today, which services are you going to be highlighting?
We're going to be highlighting Travel with MJ because Travel with MJ actually have quite a few things coming up in this month alone. And I'm actually really excited for the things that are coming. So I'm going to start with if there was one service that I would recommend to somebody, it would be the personalized research experience.
Okay.
The personalized research experience is just that. It's personalized to your budget. It's personalized to where you want to go, what you want to do. We sit down for a complimentary 30-minute consultation where you lay out everything. You say, hey, MJ, I want to go to Turks and Caicos. Okay. My budget is $7,500. I'm going with my husband or my significant other. We want to do this, we want to do that, we want to fly Delta, we want to do this, we want to do that. I sit down, I say, okay, what happens if I can't do that? What happens if we might have to find a different airline? Are you open to other airlines? Yeah, I'm open to other airlines, or no, I'm not open to different airlines. But once I get that information, I go and I do the hard part, which is the searching. I go put packages together. I go look at hotel reviews. I look at dining reviews. I look at all of that. I've had customers send me TikTok videos, and I go through and I either confirm or deny whether that information is true and accurate or not. Because people are watching, people are watching TikTok and Facebook and whatever. They're looking. And as a travel advisor, I have to be able to answer the questions and answer them confidently. So in the personalized research experience, I'm getting a little bit off course here. We present that information to you. We say, hey, this is what we found based on what you asked of us. You sit down with your family, your friends, the people you're planning this trip with, whomever they may be, and say, hey, we're going to choose options 1, 2, or 3, because you get 3 different options. And then you follow the directions from there. And it's just as smooth as you doing nothing. You're doing nothing.
Feeling.
The only thing that I need you to do is make sure that you make your payments and enjoy your vacation. I take care of all the hard work.
We love less work.
Yes.
Especially when it comes to travel.
Right.
Lord, travel is a beast. Man, if I have traveled with MJ when I was doing my corporate job, Lord, that whole experience was a hot mess. When I tell you from the beginning to the very beginning, to the very beginning, to the very end, to the very end, I had trips where I got there and I'm like, okay, where do I go next? Oh, you gotta go to the rental. Okay, I go grab the rental. I go to the hotel room. They're talking about your hotel room is not ready because your company card is locked. What? My hotel room is not ready? I'm all the way in Miami? Are you crazy?
Right. Your company card is locked. You can't get in contact with the person you're supposed to be getting in contact with.
These brands should have had travel with MJ because I'm like, baby, I'm out here in this hotel. I will take my tail on back to Texas so quick if y'all don't have this figured out by a certain period of time. But they were able to figure it out. But stuff like that, I'm like, please take that burden off of me. So before we move into your next product, can you please tell us, because I didn't ask you this and I am curious, why did you decide to start travel with MJ? Why travel?
Personally, I started travel with MJ because I wanted to travel. As a teacher, one of the things that you hear is teachers don't get paid enough. I can't afford a vacation because I got to do X, Y, Z, A, B, C. I wanted to travel.
Yeah.
I wanted to leave the state. I wanted to be outside. And I have made a great job at going outside. So I'm outside.
Well spoken.
So I started travel with MJ because I'm a researcher. As an English teacher, you have to be a researcher. You have to be able to go find facts. You have to be able to go decipher information. You have to be able to do all that information. And I just brought my employable skill of research over into my business, because one thing about it and two things for sure, if I can find it, I'm gonna find it.
Yeah.
And if I can't find it, I'm gonna tell you I can't find it. And why I can't find it. Okay?
Yeah.
So, and there were other people who like, hey, I'm looking for a credible travel advisor who's not going to take my money and who is not going to leave me out in the middle of nowhere with no ticket. And I'm looking to take all this off of my hands because I spent 25 hours doing research, or I was looking at prices and I don't want to spend $10,000 on a trip to Disney World, or I have 3 kids, life is lifing. I need somebody to take this task off of my hands. And that's where we were born.
Okay. I love it. And I'm inspired by the fact that it was something that, you said, you talked about the stereotypes of, oh, well, for some people, it is a reality of teachers and educators not being able to travel and not being able to do things. And so you were able to find a way to do that so you could do what you wanted to do. And you're a constant reminder, you and all of the other business owners in our directory, of how important it is to pursue what it is that you're passionate about. Because if you don't, you'll be stuck going through the motions. So thank you for that. And thank you for being here. We appreciate you.
Thank you for having me.
Yes. So let's get into more of these products and services. We talked a little bit. Let's get into the next product or service or event that we have going on.
So we have quite a few events going on in the next 30 days.
I'll be there.
So the first event that we have going on is actually going to be a first time ever doing webinars and virtual events. We are actually hosting our first webinar on Sunday, January the 25th. This fucking caught me off guard. I cannot.
It was the first. This was reasonable. This is reasonable.
That was expected, but it just caught me off guard. Yeah, just
Congratulations.
thank you. We are doing our first webinar January 25th, 7 p.m. Eastern, 6
Okay.
p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Mountain, 4 p.m. Pacific time.
Okay.
This event is called Ask Your Travel Advisor Anything. This is where you're going to be able to come into the room and have questions or myths that you have heard about travel. And I'm using the term travel advisor because that's what I call myself. But you'll also see people use the term travel agent. I can explain why I don't use the word agent, but right now I want to talk about the event.
Okay.
So in this event, it's an open forum.
Mm-hmm.
This one will not be recorded because this one is me getting information from the field. So if you miss,
No, because I didn't know that. That's awesome.
if you miss, Ask Your Travel Advisor anything, you're not there live. We might do one again in about 6 months. We'll see, depending on the success of this one. But it's an open forum, no judgment zone either, because I don't want clients or potential clients or people to feel like I'm attacking them based on what they have heard. And in all honesty, this is me being transparent, what other travel agents have shown.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I understand that clients watch what other people are doing. And if you look like a scam,
then they assume everybody that's associated
they
with
assume everybody's associated
Yeah.
with that is a scam. And that's not always the case. So this one is just it's an open forum where you get to learn.
Mhm.
And as open and transparent as you have seen me in the last 10 minutes, I'm going to tell you if it's true, if it's not true, if it is based on a particular person, if it is based on a particular XYZ, I'm going to be the one to tell you. But I want you to take that information and really open your ears and your eyes to travel advisors, because I call myself an advisor.
Mhm.
And I don't want anybody to, I want people, let me put it this way, I want people to leave from Ask Your Travel Advisor anything with more knowledge, maybe a newfound opinion, and a new respect for me. I'm not going to ask you to respect all of us. I'm going to ask you to respect me because of the way that I walk, the way that I talk, the way that I present information, not because of everybody else. Because I completely understand there's scammers out there.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And people, after you have a negative experience, it's really hard to shake that off. And
Yeah.
I can't blame them. I mean, there's been times
can't
where I had a negative experience and I was like, ooh, I can't. But sometimes you go back and try to get girl, especially when somebody tried to get you to go back, and I'm like, I don't know about that. But so I understand, consumers having a negative experience and then being worried about their money, their hard-earned money, by the way. So, I get it. But I love the fact that you're willing to open up the floor so that they can ask those questions and it doesn't feel like, walking on eggshells, asking
Right.
you what I really need to know about this industry or about your services.
Right.
So, congrats on that, though. Congrats on
Thank you.
upcoming
Thank
event.
you.
Yes,
I'm excited because
I'm excited too.
whether people actually have a question or a myth that they want to have dispelled, or they're just coming to listen to the knowledge that I have, I'm
Mhm.
excited to kind of tap into the instructor in me and educate those who desire to want to be educated. I can't force it down, but you have to desire it. It's like I tell my students, if you desire an A, this is what you need to do to get an A. If you desire an F, do nothing.
If you want the information or you're interested in it, and for some people, this might be an inspiring conversation because you've been wanting to travel, you've been wanting to get out there, you don't have anybody who's been that guide or support system through that process, and it can be a little scary at first when you're traveling for the first time or trying new things. So it's
Right.
nice to have trusted services, or
Right.
trusted people. So, what other services or events that you have going on? Are there any other ones you want to share with everyone?
Yes. So for those who have been around the Travel with MJ network for a while, these two services are not new, but definitely very important. Starting in about 2.5 weeks, it's the end of January.
Mhm.
We will be going into our 10-day travel blitz. Now, that event is reserved for my email list subscribers. It is my way of giving back to my subscribers who do not pay a personalized research experience fee.
Mhm.
Let me just throw that out there. This is completely free for my email list subscribers. They get the opportunity. They get the opportunity to do three things. They get the opportunity to tell me what kind of vacation they're looking for. They get to tell me when they want to go. But for those who don't have any specific vacation plans, they get to sit back and watch 10 vacation packages come into their email completely free of charge. They don't have to go search Facebook or your local word of mouth groups and say, I'm looking for a travel agent, because we're showing you 10 different vacation packages right from your phone. Now, January, there's usually a theme. I'm not sure what that theme is yet, or if there will be a theme.
Mhm.
But whatever I decide to throw at you,
We're
be
gonna be
ready.
ready. We'll be ready.
Be ready,
We'll be
because
ready.
I'm coming with fire. Coming.
Figuratively. Look.
The vacation packages are going to be some that you may not want to deny and just book the vacation. That's literally the goal. Um,
Okay. I'm
but
excited.
if you're not looking to book right now, um, you get to see what a travel advisor can do, because you'll be able to see the different types of travel that I personally offer, and you'll be able to see how I lay stuff out, how the directions are given to you, how I communicate. So it's a way for you to learn more about me while you are shopping for vacation packages. I mean, why not?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a win-win. And the packages are awesome. I mean, I've seen them. I've been a part of her travel blitz events, and she's always posting exclusive deals. And the cool thing about it is sometimes you never know what you're gonna get. You might get like a package for a hotel, you might get a package for a group trip, so it's really cool. It's like doing a mystery basket for travel. So I love that event. It's very creative, MJ.
Thank
Do
you.
you
Thank
have
you.
any other? Yeah, you're welcome. Do you have any other products or services you wanted to share or showcase?
Yes, we have one more that we want to talk
Okay.
about this evening.
Oh
Um,
wait, I'm sorry. I forgot. Before we go into the last one, did you want to share one of the biggest things that you've learned over the years, or one of the biggest obstacles you've had to overcome that has made you the person today, or you want to do the product first?
um, let's do the product first,
Okay, okay, let's finish the product.
because
To be
because
continued.
that message might hit somebody.
Okay.
Um, so the last service we're going to
It's a
discuss.
smile afterwards.
Y'all know I don't know how to act.
Oh my God, I
It's a
cannot.
new year, but I still don't know how to act.
Not with you so much.
Okay. So our last service is going to be our passport savings challenge. Now, if you do not have a passport, ladies, gentlemen, boys, girls, wherever you are from the sound of my voice, it is time for you to get your passport. You should have had your passport last year. Okay. Passport Savings Challenge is where I am asking people to put away $20 a week for 10 weeks in the goals for you to get your first or renewal passport. Okay. Now, you're not sending any money to me. Let me throw that out there. This is not you're sending me money. This is you being accountable not only to me as your passport savings coach, but to yourself. Can you actually save $200 for your passport? Because I understand it is January. The W-2s are printing. Life happens. I get it. But this is a way for you to dedicate $200 for you to get your passport. And if I'm being completely honest, you don't even need the whole $200. I only just give you the $200 to save, because that way that will take care of your passport book, and that will take care of your picture that you must have in order for you to get the passport. Okay. Now, I would not recommend you get the passport card. You can for an additional $30, but we're not saving for the passport card because the book is what you're going to need to fly out of the country with. So we're going to just focus on the passport book. So if you can commit to 10 weeks of saving $20 before the summer starts, you should have your passport. Now that event will start on January 19th. It'll start on Martin Luther King Day.
Okay.
We're going to be starting week 1, January 19th. So if you want to get into that, you can always find our information. Actually, I see the website posted. You can find that information on our website, www.travelwithmj.net. And when you go to the services, you will be able to see the button that says sign up for the Passport Savings Challenge. You will also see the button where it says schedule consultation. You can also sign up for the email list from there. TravelMJ.net is the hub. That is home base.
Yes, it
If
is.
you're looking for anything related to Travel with MJ, that's where you want to go.
Okay. Thank you for sharing all of your amazing services and events, MJ. So for anyone that might be hopping on, MJ just talked about her upcoming events. She has a private kind of like a webinar Q&A where she's going to be giving insight. Any questions that you want to ask a travel advisor, she's going to answer those for you authentically, transparently, as she always does. But this time it'll be in an exclusive room, so you don't have to worry about other people being a part of the conversation. It's a private conversation in a group, in a community. So that one, also her travel services that she provides, as well as her Travel Blitz event coming up. And the Travel Blitz is when? When is Travel Blitz? At the end of January?
Travel Blitz is end of January. Let me grab that date right quick.
Okay. So Travel Blitz, you don't want to miss this. You need to subscribe to her newsletter. Her website is scrolling across the screen. Yeah. Make sure you get on that.
It's actually going to be the day after our webinar. So it starts January 26th.
Okay. January 26th, Travel Blitz. Okay. Yay. Ooh, I can't wait to see. I'm excited.
Yeah, get in there.
Yes. Look, not MJ's Tees and Custom Designs going across the day. Okay. Let me go back to Travel with MJ. There we go. Okay. That is her other brand, guys. We're talking about Travel with MJ right now. So you don't head over to MJ's Tees and be looking for that Blitz.
No.
But okay, it will not be there.
It will not be there.
But okay, so MJ, now that you've shared your services, you've talked a little bit about who you are, and everyone's given their positive feedback about just loving that transparency that you provide. I would like to ask you, what is one of the hardest lessons or obstacles that you have overcome last year or in life that have made you the person that you are today?
One of the hardest obstacles that I had to get over was the belief that I should be charging more. I spent upwards of about 2 years fighting with a particular person who told me that I need to raise my prices. Upwards of about 2 years. We would have this conversation and she would tell me, MJ, what you're offering and what you do for your clients. And when I added in, the different things that I offer to my clients, she told me, you need to raise your prices. Okay. I'm going to let that sit for a second. And the reason why I'm going to let that sit for a second is because, just like I said, I'm transparent and I'm going to be real. I keep people around me who's going to do the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay. I keep people around me who wants to see me win. And sometimes the conversations are not cute. Yes, as I just said, I sat and I argued, and not really argued. It wasn't really an argument. So y'all, when I say argue, it wasn't really an argument. It was really me just not listening. It really was. I heard what she was saying, but at the same time, I didn't believe that I should charge more. I didn't believe that I was worthy enough to charge more for my services. However, last year, I hit her. I told her I'm going up on prices. And we usually sit down and have this conversation about end of the year. So every, October, November, usually not December because that's my birthday month and I'm having big fun, but usually October, November, we sit down and we have the conversation of sales. We have the conversation of price increases. We have the conversation of, did you meet your goal? And when I sat down and I said, I'm going up on my prices, it was euphoria because I didn't have to come to the consultation like, oh Lord, she's going to talk about raising prices again. And let me tell you, this is only my second time raising my prices in 5 years.
Long time. Long time.
And the first time I raised my prices, it was probably about 3 years after I started. So I'm saying all of that, and I'm pausing intentionally a lot for anybody who's on the live or whether you're catching the replay. Charge what you believe you deserve, because the people who want you will pay you. Okay. If you charge $10 a person, okay, that is your prerogative. That is great. But I also need you to look at your overhead. And I'm bougie. I'm that bougie one. I got to have things that other travel people may not have. Other travel folks have one form where they have a person fill out this one like questionnaire type form. I have 4 different forms for the services that I book, and each one of them have different questions. I got to pay for that. Website management, I got to pay for that. Domains, I got to pay for that.
The time spent researching.
Somebody gonna pay for that.
Yeah.
So charge what you believe you are worth. And if once you start charging that higher price, please be the business that match why you are charging that. Okay? Don't just be saying I'm charging $200 and you giving me $50 in Expedia voucher worth of business.
That was very descriptive. That was very that's how you know she's in literature or somewhere along the lines of reading.
Don't give me that. So that's the biggest thing I took out of 2025 was charging my price.
Yeah.
And is yes, collaborating with other folks and I'm not saying collaborate, I'm really more like consulting, with other people who are in the industry who say, oh, I charge $300 for that. Or for those who are on the other side of the spectrum, I don't charge research fees. First of all, why not? But that is your business. I'm not here to, make you change anything. But for me, it's something that I had to do because, as stated, I have 4 brands. I teach. My time is very much limited already. So, yeah. And for those who want it, they're going to pay for it.
It's very true. And, you said something earlier about keeping people around you who are transparent with you. It's really important because sometimes you have people that it's not that they don't wish the best for you, but they don't see the value in themselves. Mm-hmm. So how could they possibly uplift you or push you to charge what you're worth or say, hey, you do a lot for this. Why don't you do that? Sometimes people don't see that value in themselves, so they cannot encourage you to do that. Right. So it's good to have a diverse range of people that you're around. You got people who are honest with you. You got people that are going to encourage you to go for more. You got people that are going to remind you of all the value that you bring. And that's really important because I used to think like, I used to be, I wouldn't say upset, but it used to always be, I'd be curious about the fact that someone might say, oh, well, why are you charging this? That's way too high. That's way too expensive. And I used to say like, what? what makes a person feel like they have the ability to say what a person should be charging if they're bringing in that service? Why would you tell them to charge less? But then when I went back and looked at what they were charging in their business, I saw that they were cheating themselves. They were charging way less than what they were supposed to charge. And it wasn't a situation where it was like a charity or giving back to the community. You're allowing people to come to you. You're making all of these demands happen. You're taking care of them, and you're being paid in pennies, and you're barely able to cover your overhead. And when we're talking overhead, we mean how much it costs to keep your business running. So
Right.
you can barely pay it, and you've done all these things at a low price point. You're paying, oh, I'll do it for $5. I'll do it for $1. I'll do it for this. So the people who tell you don't charge more or try to make you feel like you shouldn't, usually they're accepting less than what they deserve as well.
Hmm.
Not in every case, but that's why it's important to have a diverse range of people around you, because sometimes we don't realize just how much more we need for all that we bring to people. And MJ is definitely one of those professionals that it is worth paying for, because at the end of the day, I haven't had not one person come to me and say anything except for I loved my experience with Travel with MJ, or I'm booking again, or I'm sending people to her, or I can't wait to join her group, or I love her community. That's all I hear about this brand. So that level of like excellence, especially being provided by a small business where there is a lot of work that we have to do behind the scenes that you won't see, we definitely give people their props where they're at. But I
Yeah.
learned that, MJ, sometimes people don't push you to do better or want better for yourself or get more for yourself because they don't truly believe that they deserve that. And
And
I learned that in a relationship.
and that not feeling like you should charge more was
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
But at the same time, when I start looking at bills, 1 bill, 2 bill, 3 bill, X bill, Y bill, C bill, red bill, blue bill, yellow
Not
bill,
red blue. Oh Lord.
when I start looking at bills,
Ugh,
you got to look at bills.
you do.
Uncle Bill is expensive.
Very.
Uncle Bill is expensive, and they want their money. They don't care what you got going on.
Yeah.
They
Not
do not care. So, this is my PSA to everybody. If you are on the fence on raising your prices, raise them. You don't have to give nobody no, oh, starting February 1st, starting tomorrow.
never. Just do it. Just do it.
Just do it.
Because
Do
the
it
people who support you really don't care anyways. They don't need the whole, oh, start
literally.
tomorrow. They just, okay, tell me
Literally.
where to book.
And as I was talking to some of the people who have either, discussed booking with me or have booked with me and have become clients, when I discussed the price increase and the price restructuring, I got a unanimous, I'm going to pay it anyway,
Yeah.
which made me feel good because knowing that just 3 business owners, because it was just 3 business owners that I talked to, said I'm going up on prices. I had one tell me it was about time outside of Coach.
Yeah.
I had one tell me it was about time, and then we laughed at it, but she wasn't really laughing at me. She was being serious. She was like, "It's about time."
Yeah.
So it's time. And now taking that belief that I can charge more has translated over into all my other businesses because now everything is going up. I just got finished adding some new pricing over to MJ's Tees and Custom Designs.
Okay.
The price is going up. Yesterday's price is not today's price, and tomorrow's price might not be today's price. So yeah.
And we're working hard for it. That's the thing too. It's an exclusive experience that you're receiving. So,
Right.
when you are trying to navigate starting your business and what should I charge and what's my worth, make sure that you look at your competitors, not to compare in the sense of like I got to do what they do, but more so look at what they're providing, look at those price points. And when you decide on the price point that you want to provide, you make an experience that is unique to your brand that they may never get anywhere else. So you feel that confidence. And
Mhm.
this, what MJ is saying, translates into personal life too. When it comes to knowing your worth and deciding, you know what, I'm not going to go for this anymore, make that step. You don't have to make the announcements. You don't have to put it on a piece of paper. Just make the change that is aligning you with where you need to be in your personal or business life, and watch the people who truly support you walk with you. So
Right.
that's just
But you
that.
want to know one thing we did not do while we was talking about all this?
What do we
We
not do?
didn't discuss personalized research fee prices.
Yes, let's talk about that. Let's let these people know, because they will be checking out travelwithmj.net.
They will be. They will be. So our fees are currently 1 to 5 people is going to be $50. 6 to 10 people is going to be $100. 11 to 20 people is $200. Anything over 21 people, we have to sit down and have a consultation. And when I give those numbers, it's not $50 per person. I do want to put that out there. That is for the group. So if there's a group of 10, it's $100. Now, how you come up with that $100, if you make everybody pay their $10 a person, if you cover the fee yourself, however, I don't know what you want to do, but it's not per person. It's for the group. Okay.
Mhm.
It's for the group. I've had questions about that, and it's like, oh no, that's expensive. But I do want to emphasize that it's for the group. And then
But
plus
even then, it's still because when you think about it, MJ, you're saying 10 different people come and they need you to create a whole vacation for them, set up their booking, set up their preferences, make sure they're sitting in the right seats or wherever rooms that they want to be in, calling the help desk if there's anything they need assistance with throughout their stay. That's only $10 for that service per person. So that is a steal, and
that is a steal.
Advantage of it while it's there.
Oh yeah, definitely, because the prices might go up again.
Yeah, because would I pay more than $10 for something like that? Absolutely. To be able to be in a group trip, because you're just talking about individually. We haven't even touched the surface on all the other stuff that needs to be taken care of when people travel as a group.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah.
So definitely, so definitely, excuse me. So that is definitely thank you. That is our current pricing structure. Subject to change at any time. This is only January. And I'm looking forward to serving anybody who is looking for their vacation, first vacation, dream vacation, birthday vacation, anniversary vacation, business vacation.
Oh, and MJ will possibly be joining us in September for the Soft Girl Sunday. So if she is, anybody who's a member of our directory that would like to be a part of getting together, we are potentially going to go and book with MJ for a group travel. Like, we get a location in Texas where everybody can come together, and we have our own little directory party. Bring your food, bring your products. We can sell to each other. We can have a movie night, all that stuff. So if you think you might be interested in that, we already have like 5 to 6 people that said they'd be interested.
I'm excited.
Yes, get with me. Send me a message, because I would love to do that. Yeah, I think it'll be super fun.
Yeah, and you want to know what's
movie night? You do realize that we're probably gonna have to, like, I don't know how we're gonna do that, because it's gonna. Hopefully you'll be there like a couple days before, because we're gonna be up all night. So when the next day comes, I still have to go and host brunches, like dinner brunches, and then after the Boss Babe Blog brunch, the next day is Soft Girl Sunday. So we're gonna be up all night. I'm gonna have to just bring me some water and just be ready.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The plan for that was to come in that Saturday.
Okay.
Not leave out that Tuesday. So that would give us, that's the plan. It's tentative and subject to change, but the plan is to come in that weekend and leave out that Tuesday. So that way, when we can go and be business women on Sunday, and there gonna be some crazy folks on Monday. Depending on how far this hotel is from Sharika Place, might be going to get me a pedicure before I get on the plane.
Listen.
Baby, you talk about worker women feet, baby. I got them. I got them. Okay. You talk about working women.
You got it, girl.
I
got it.
Mm-hmm. That ain't really the flex that people really want it to be, but yeah. We might be
She talking about that's not the flexing. We want people
flex,
Oh my god.
And keep playing. I might be trying to figure out how to spend the whole week in Texas.
Sharika said, "I got you, girl." She said she's gonna take care of you.
Baby,
Oh
I
my
might need
God.
that callus remover and all them other premier services that she's offering because these working
Okay.
women feet right there.
Listen, I'm surrendering everything. I'm not, sometimes people try to come in and be asking a whole bunch. I'm not asking no questions. I'm sitting down. I'm gonna let you do what you need to do because you're gonna be focused.
Listen, I'm
So-
here for the owner.
Mhm.
I'm here for the owner.
Sharika.
You know,
Okay,
Sharika,
look.
you will
Not
have to
gonna
wait
pull
about an
out the
hour.
legs.
That's plenty fine. It's
I
plenty.
know we're gonna have to find a way to squeeze that all in though. But that's awesome that if you do end up doing Tuesday, we can do the okay. So I have the brunch, so you'll probably be there after the brunch. We need to make sure I have somebody who can come and meet. So hopefully I can get like one of our team members to meet at the location, whether it's Airbnb or wherever. So you're not, you're there, everybody's there. They can start setting up while I'm doing the brunch and stuff. And then we'll have our movie night or something. Then the next day we have Soft Girl Sunday, so we can all prep together for Soft Girl Sunday the night before. That will be fun. And then after Soft Girl Sunday, we all go have us some fun, maybe go out or something, eat some food, visit the directory members that are in different areas.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see about this. Let me see what I can do about this party bus or something. We need to get us a bus.
We're gonna have to work this out for real.
Yes, because we got too many. We have Michael. He's in Cedar Hill. That's a little bit further, but if we got the bus, we get us a party bus and play games and stuff. We got let's see, Shalon. She is, I believe, in Mesquite, so that's not too bad. We have Sharika. She's in Hurst. That won't be too bad depending on where the Airbnb is booked. Right. And then we have Kisses by Monique. I don't know if they are doing the Soft Girl Sunday, but I don't know if it's going to be in September. They're doing one in March and I think February, but I don't know about September, but we still going to find out.
We gonna find out.
And maybe we can make her dream happen. She was talking about getting those, those big suits that everybody puts on. They're like big blow up suits in different colors. She was talking about getting that.
But we also have
we're gonna have to get that and make a video. We have to do a race with everybody.
We have to do a race, like a bubble boy type of race. But we also have if I'm thinking about this right, we also have Nam, right?
And Nam, yes, we have Kanitra, Nam. Listen, the more I talk about it, the more people
people that come up in conversation, the more fun this sounds.
We got Ade, who's a tailor. I think she's based in like Mansfield area, and services all of DFW. We have Mabel's African Cuisine. Let me tell y'all, we gonna eat.
I want to try some African food now,
baby. We gonna we go to the restaurant. I got my coupon code KBOSS.
Yes, girl.
When we get to this house, I'm gonna be throwing down. Just so y'all know, we about to eat. We about to eat.
I have to let you know once I get the flight is gonna be what kills me. So.
Oh yeah, I know. And then let me know and keep me updated because once we do that, I'm gonna reach out to everybody that I think might want to be a part of this. And thank you. Period. Hold on, let me put that comment at the top.
I am not with you. But yeah, I think it would be fun. And then another little fun fact, I've never been to Texas. I've never been to Texas.
What?
Right. I've never been to Texas.
But you know what? I've never been to Georgia.
It's okay. Once you get here, you gotta.
But I know I'm gonna eat when I get there. That's one thing.
Baby, even if I gotta meet you in Atlanta.
I know, right? Look, Lacole talking about what?
Look,
thank you so much for the compliment. By the way,
I wouldn't tell you to come down to South Georgia. I'd be like, I'll meet you in Atlanta.
Listen, where I live, baby, let me tell you something. Wherever we need to meet to get us some good food, I'm gonna meet you there. I'll be there.
Empty stomach and all.
Okay, I was in Zachary, Louisiana, for Lacole's interview when we first got her in the directory. So I went down there, interviewed her and LaShonda. But I guess that don't really count because I have family in Louisiana. I've been going to Louisiana back and forth since I was a kid, so it doesn't feel like it's something new. But the part of town that they were in was a little bit further out. But still, I love the South. I just love going places where it's good food. So I already know it's gonna be some good food.
Yeah. So I'm excited.
We're gonna throw down.
I'll definitely keep everybody updated on MJ's Texas trip in September because
and we're gonna cook. We're gonna have to cook it up because I'll make you some. Listen, we can get some soul food. I get you some Texas food. I get you some Louisiana food. But which one? Which one?
All of it.
Some African food.
Look, let
Listen.
me go on ahead and drop about 10 pounds because once I drop that 10 pounds, I'm gonna probably gain it right back.
Oh yeah, I'll be working out too. We could probably do us a fitness if y'all want to go to the gym or something. They might have one at whatever facility when we figure this all out. So we might even have to leave. But we can also do us a nice little Boss Babe blog boot camp, or travel with MJ boot camp, workout with MJ. We could do it.
Workout with MJ Fitness Lover
And
station.
Lacole said, what to the both of you? And I needed to quickly shout out, thank you so much about the hair and the dress. The dress is from BellaBoutique.com. So I'll drop that information in the comments just in case you want to check them out. They are a boutique that is based in Texas, DFW, Texas. So thank you very much. I appreciate it. I love this dress, by the way. It is so nice. Y'all got to check them out. Check out Bella Boutique, y'all. I'm actually looking to see if I have, let me see what I got going on for Bella Boutique. Okay, so while I'm doing that, MJ, did you have any last things that you wanted to share with everybody or remind them when it comes to your business?
I want to remind you that I actually want to remind you of our social medias where you can follow us at.
Okay.
So we are on Facebook. We have the personal page, which is Miriam Jackson. But if you're looking for a specific Travel with MJ, you can find us. We have a Facebook community, which is called MJ's Travel Community. Our business page, which is called Travel with MJ on Facebook. We have a business YouTube at Travel with MJ1. We are on Instagram at _ Travel with MJ. So if you find the blue and orange logo, you have found me.
Okay, good.
If you find orange, you find me.
I wish I could show off this Google flyer that I designed for Travel with MJ on the screen. I know I can't, but I already posted it all over everywhere over and over again. But it's the one that says travel. We take care of the heavy lifting so you can travel light.
Yes, but if you're looking for anything else, if you can't remember anything else, head to travelwithmj.net. That's home base. So if nothing else sticks, go to Travel with MJ. Oh, thank you.
Thank you. Look, stop. Okay. All the compliments. Yes, Sharika, I could share right now. I'm about to give everybody a 15% off code for Bella Boutique. So y'all can check that out. Yes, period. Right now, I do have a collaboration with MJ's other brand, MJ's Tees and Custom Designs. So you can get $10 off if you spend $50 or more at MJ's Tees and Custom Designs, which don't get overwhelmed because it's not that hard to do. Trust me. She has a lot of nice stuff in there, and you get two shirts and you already getting $10 off.
It's very easy.
Yeah, very easy. So I'm going to drop both. First off, thank you, Lacole. Look at y'all, all these compliments. Wow. What do you?
Oh my God. Thank you so much.
Okay. Let me drop this link in the comments. So you can get 15% off Bella Boutique if you use my link. I just dropped it. Let me put a space in that. For some reason, it's not spaced out. Okay. So use my link. You're going to get 15% off at Bella Boutique. And I absolutely love their products. Take advantage. This dress is from Bella Boutique. I have other garments from Bella Boutique that I just love. And you can see pictures of me wearing this dress on my social media if you want to. It would be either Boss Babe Blog on Instagram or Catan Paul on Instagram. Let me drop this. And yes, Lacole, not Lacole in the comments. She said, yeah, go on over there and purchase some teas. Oh, I forgot. We got Battle of the Brands.
Oh, you got inside in. You got.
Listen, okay, look. She like, yeah. Go ahead.
What she really trying to tell y'all is don't use Catan's code. Use her code.
Yes. Lacole does have another code too. So we got options. If you're spending over $50 and it makes more sense, then you can use my code, which is KBOSS.
Yes.
Or you could take advantage of Lacole's code and you can get 15% off your entire purchase. And you don't necessarily have to spend $15. Now, this, again, is one of MJ's businesses. So I am going to drop the banner so you can see it scroll across. It's MJ's Tees and Custom Designs. And with that being said, it is all caps, take So TAKE 15. And not the
Yes.
word, but just 15.
One
Take
five.
15. You get 15% off your entire purchase at MJ's other business, MJ's Tees and Custom Designs. And let me just end on this note. We do have our first Battle of the Brands. Man, I wish we had Nicole on, but we'll have her on another show. But we have our first Battle of the Brands.
I think there's a show we will be on at the same time.
Yeah, you do.
I think from what you told me.
So we'll be able to talk about it. But guys, we did something unique. So I want to do a contest where we're actually competing to see how much more we can support one another. So we got 2 business owners that we needed 2 volunteers, and Nicole and MJ were our wonderful volunteers. Thank you very much. Thank you for
We were actually volunteered and did not get voluntold. Just FYI. Just FYI.
I truly appreciate it. So, for Battle of the Brands, we got 2 different business owners, and they both get the same coupon code to sell each other's products for the same exact discount. So 15% off, 10% off, whichever, right? And so at the end of the month, the business that brings in the most sales for their opponent wins and goes on to the next round. And that means that whoever comes on against them is going to help promote their business and also push sales to them as well. So the goal is to continue to support each other like we always do, but to have fun with it. And whoever brings the most sales in to their opponent's brand gets to be rewarded by staying on at another round and having someone do the same thing for them. So we got Battle of the Brands, we got MJ, we got Nicole. And if you want a chance to win a free website, it's a free 1-page professional website. Yes, MJ, I got your message. Yes, you can vote. If you want a chance if you want a chance to win a free website, all you have to do is go to our social media page on Instagram or my social media page on Facebook, Katan Paul, and drop an emoji, a book emoji, if you think a book emoji if you think Nicole is going to win, or a t-shirt emoji if you think MJ is going to win. After you drop that vote, at the end, everyone who voted will be placed in a raffle. When you are placed in this raffle, one person is going to win a free website. And if you don't win this free website, don't be discouraged, because we got another free website giveaway. Subscribe to us on YouTube, earn a chance to win a free 1-page website for your brand. So we are just supporting small business all around and promoting group economics. And this is how we're going to do it for this month. So I hope y'all are ready.
Stay ready. You ain't got to get ready.
Exactly. So we'll see how Battle of the Brands goes. No, Nicole, you can't put both. She put the t-shirt and the book.
T-shirt and the book.
Well, you just choose which one. But this is going to be super fun. Super fun. So I'm really excited to see who's going to win. And I can't wait for us to do the second one in the next month. But I did want to say thank you so much, MJ, for joining us. And please let everybody know what state you're based out of for anyone that wants to network with you.
Yes. So we are based out of the big state of Georgia. Big Georgia. Big Georgia. We service clients in all 50 states. Yes, that does include Hawaii, because we have had in Hawaii clients.
Okay, period.
So we do service all 50 states. We are able to offer consultations to all 50 states. So if you are looking for somebody and you don't trust the people that is on your Facebook page because they look questionable, I'm right here.
Right here. You remember that song when it was popular? It was viral.
I do remember. I think I remember that song.
Yeah, that was a good song. But thank you so much, MJ. We appreciate you. We appreciate you being a member of our directory, providing your amazing services, and look forward to interviewing you on our future shows.
Absolutely, because you know I'm coming.
Yes, period. Period.
Period.
Thank you. You have a wonderful night.
Good night.
Bye-bye. Okay, so that was a wonderful interview with MJ. Now that we have conducted our interviews, I do want to conclude by allowing everyone to leave one inspirational message in the comments for someone who might be going through it. It can be towards a businesswoman, it can be towards a woman, it can be towards just someone that's struggling or going through it right now. But that's how we want to end the show. I won't take too much time because, we still working over here. Still got, this is my latest night of a console, but we working. So while you go ahead and leave those positive notes, I am going to repeat the positive notes from the wonderful guests that decided to join me and participate in this specific raffle at Soft Girl Sunday. So again, from Mandy, The queen you are today is the queen the princess dreamed of at 8 years old. From Laquia, continue even when things seem hard, believe in yourself. That's Lacole's daughter. Shout out to her. Thank you very much. Her kids were so sweet. Raven, you are both worthy and deserving. Shalon, allow yourself to slow down. Choose yourself in 2026. You are worthy. DJ1, stay strong, powerful. You are valuable and worth it. Remind yourself you are beautiful every day. India, don't let anything hold you back from doing what you dream. Thank you, India. Stephanie, God himself created you uniquely. Therefore, you are always beautiful, even when you don't always feel it. Lacole, live life, love long. You never know when your health or other things will come in. Thank you, Lacole. Kanitra, the most beautiful thing you can wear is confidence. Kalia, always remember you are exactly where you're meant to be in this moment, and that's what's meant for you. And what's meant for you won't miss you. Not me creating my own little quote. Thank you, Kalia. And last but never least, Deb, you are doing the best you can, and that's more than enough. It's your year. Thank you to everyone that participated in this specific raffle for the event. I appreciate you all, these beautiful messages. And thank you to everyone that attended Soft Girl Sunday or supported or sponsored Soft Girl Sunday. I do want to briefly shout out some of those sponsors. So we had our stylist who sponsored the event and styled me, Bella Boutique, which is the dress that I'm wearing right now. Very grown, very, very sexy, very grown. And I really do love them. And then we have our jewelry coming from Bling with Shell, bracelet coming from Bling with Shell. I have to shout her out as well because even during the process of going under surgery and dealing with some health issues because she is a kidney recipient, she still took the time to donate jewelry to our event so that women could go home and feel confident and feel spoiled for a day. So I truly appreciate her, and there were tears shed, happy tears from people who had just been working so hard and forgot to take a pause and love on themselves. So thank you so much, Shelly. I appreciate you. And we also have Innovative Treasures. My other bracelet that I'm wearing is coming from them, as well as my anklet. My earrings are coming from JC Fashion Finds Boutique. Love them. And then I actually have a special edition that I'm adding to the raffle basket this evening. So for those of you who are new to our show, we always do a raffle at the end of the show. Last year we did. Every show we do a raffle where we'll put everybody who participated on a name board and then we'll draw. However, this year we're testing something out for the month of January. Every show I'm adding something to the raffle basket. And on the last show of the month, I will be saying who the winner is and shipping out everything from that basket to the winner. So right now, we currently have a perfume in the raffle basket. This perfume is shaped like a heel. It's called Princess. It smells really nice. This is going in the raffle basket. The next thing that I've added to the raffle basket, I don't know about if I'm going to do the gift bag or if I'm just going to ship them all in one, but you are going to be winning a gift bag from Soft Girl Sunday. So you're getting a pomegranate skin army mask, facial mask. You are receiving a lip mask. You are receiving a headband that you can have for when you do your skincare. It's pink and it has like cute little ears on it. And then you're also going to receive a thank you card as well as a card to MJ's Tees and Custom Designs, just in case you ever need some custom tees. So that's everything that is coming from the contents of this bag that will all be added to your raffle. So I will now add that to our raffle drawer. And you can expect that at the end of the month, when we call out the winner, you have a chance to win. So anyone who's watching gets a sneak peek about this information. So if you join us on the last show of the month, the last Thursday of the month, then you'll be able to take advantage and be placed in the raffle. So don't miss out, because I want a chance to treat you. All right. Now that I've shared that, I want to say thank you to everyone that joined us on the show this evening. I truly appreciate you all. As I said, head to our website, bossbabeblog.com. If you have questions about our services, head to MJ's website. And if you are based in Texas and want to meet us at the ribbon cutting for Sharika's business, you can do that as well. Now, if you have a quote that you want me to announce to everyone and pin to the top, feel free to do it. We're sharing inspirational quotes to uplift someone that might be going through a hard time. So we're going to start with Nicole, aka AL Publishing and Consulting. The quote is, "Life may feel like a bear on your back. Keep going and keep pushing, because even a bear gets tired and will fall." That's a great quote. It's a very great quote. Let's see. The quote that I want to use is something that I used a while back. So the quote that I want to end the show with, unless somebody adds an extra one, is, "If only our tongues were made of glass, oh, how careful we will be when we speak." And I'm going to leave that quote because you just never know when is the last time you might see a person. You just never know what someone might be going through. You just never know the impact of your words. And you just never know what this person might mean to you or be to you in the next couple of years. So not to say that you can't release and express how you feel, but try to be very intentional about the words that come out of your mouth and ensure that you always have an open mind to what things could be, because you miss out on great people, great opportunities, and great experiences when you're closed off and you make everything finite, or, it has to be this, when in many situations, it's going to be more than what you think it is. Some things are there's more to things than what meets the eye. And sometimes we don't get the opportunity to go back and appreciate the things or the people that were in our lives and loved on us and supported us when they were there. So that is a quote that I'm leaving. And make yourself a part of that list of people that you appreciate and love on. Love on yourself. Take care of yourself while you have the ability to do it, while you can get up every day and you have the physical ability to wake up in the morning and take care of yourself or love yourself. Do that. Enjoy your life, because everybody does not get the opportunity to be here. So if you are here, you're here for a purpose. That is my quote that I'm leaving with everyone. We have one more quote. I would pin it, but it's on the private screen. Actually, I can still take it and pin it though. Let's see. This quote is coming from our other interviewee, Sharika. Hold on. Everybody can see it. I'm going to pin it. And this quote says, "Some breakthroughs come quietly right after the moments that you thought you couldn't take another step." That's beautiful. That's true. You never know when your next success story is coming, so don't give up on yourself. All right. Well, I absolutely love this segment of the show. I'm actually thinking I might just have to add this into our show permanently, because I love the words of inspiration. And from the feedback that I've been receiving from some of our viewers, shoppers, they're really wanting to hear more positive insights. So we might have to make this a permanent thing. But thank you all so much for joining the Boss Babe Business Show. I appreciate you all. I love you all. I hope you continue to work hard for your dreams yourself, but also take care of yourself and prioritize yourself. Thank you very much, and I'll see you next Thursday. All righty. Bye-bye.